Hey all. So this is going to be a short one, as you can see. The one mini that I was thinking about taking, I was down as an alternate for, and the other person took care of it. And so I just have these four path fights, and the reason it's so short is because they were all so incredibly simple. Kingpin is just kind of busted for this particular lane because he gets those massive furies when he purifies. Same basic idea with Mole Man, but just you don't need to worry about Mystic Dispersion if you never gain a buff, if you never have to dex, if you don't quite go into overpower. He just ends the fight that fast and it doesn't matter. Similar idea with Kraven, we're going to be purifying debuffs as we go. I'm not even going to try to parry because I would just expect that insult to injury would cause my parries to fail. And so we're just going to be baiting heavies, and if he throws a special, we want it to be the special too, so we just don't have to worry about traps. I believe his root is actually a debuff, so Kingpin can handle it, but just better not to worry about it. Plenty of damage here, throw this special 1, gets him very close to a special 3 there, but it's just not an issue. The degen is ticking for so much thanks to all the Furies. Kingpin slaps. If you don't put somebody who specifically counters him on that lane, he's going to roll through it. And the funny thing is that under some definitions, Claire could be someone who counters him, but it just isn't enough. So moving on to section 2, we're taking Strike Counter. And this first fight, fairly popular placement in Magneto, the idea being that it is a fairly difficult fight for Apocalypse, who is kind of a default call for a lot of Disorient nodes if he fits. You can still ramp Apocalypse on Magneto, get him straight to 4 charges without Cable. We have done that before when we've been desperate for a Horseman Archangel for 46 or something. But if you don't have to do that, like we didn't today, then Nimrod just destroys this. Because as I've mentioned before, Nimrod is functionally immune to Disorient. He ignores the ability accuracy reduction part of it when facing mutants. He gains massive, massive armor, so he doesn't care if his block proficiency is basically 0 because the armor is reducing the damage as long as the opponent isn't critting through his block. And then he also, when he gets to that first special one, actually I was going to say as long as you time it right, but that's not even true. You don't need to time it right against mutants because you have so many armor ups. You're going to go into Eradicate. You get the Energize. That gives you enough power gain that you can see I was able to pretty easily push to the special 2. That did a ton of damage. We do fall out of Eradicate here, and I should have just backed off, parried another time or two to make sure that we went into Eradicate here, but at the end of the day it just doesn't matter, because like I said, he's functionally immune to the only dangerous thing about this node. So moving on to Knull here, another fairly popular placement, but just not a difficult fight for Kingpin, because you're going to convert everything that he hits into you with. If you do dash back twice with Kingpin on this node, then you're going to convert the Disorient as well and just continue to ramp. Kingpin is also good in general for Strike Counter because he gets extra combat power rate for debuffs on him, which makes it really, really easy to get to your special 1s. We're going to go ahead and push Knull to his special 2 here because that is the easier one to deal with. I really don't know what I was doing there. I think I should have just thrown the special 1. He wasn't going to go red anyway. But I think what happened is I thought maybe I still had some time on Overpower, and so I threw the special 1 thinking it would be unblockable. Really kind of a weird move. But it is Kingpin. He's going to deal with basically anything Knull throws at him. Things are going to be purified. Knull just has trouble ramping against somebody who's constantly shrugging all of his debuffs. So not a risk there. We did lose this war again. We've lost a lot of them this season, as you've seen. Like I said, we haven't really been going for it. That may change because our rating is dropping a little faster than we would like, but we'll take each one as it comes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is basically just Kingpin smashing. He's truly nuts. And I will see y'all next time. Until then, thanks so much for watching, and take care.